Bienvenido al resumen de la Liga Profesional de las ALGS Año 4 para las regiones de EMEA y NorteAmerica Día 4. Si no sabes en qué consiste dicho torneo, te recomiendo ver el video sobre lo que necesitas saber. El link está en la descripción y de igual manera en la tarjeta de arriba. Sin más que agregar, vamos con el resumen. Para la región de EMEA, los grupos que se enfrentaron fueron A contra B, compuestos de los siguientes equipos con sus respectivos jugadores. La primera partida se la llevó el equipo de O7 después de un gran enfrentamiento contra ALGS.
Holding the position for the majority of the game, get the victory. Nasty's going to be happy again. It doesn't matter if it takes 2, 3, 4 takes, he'll get it done.
La segunda partida se la llevó el equipo de ALGS, de la mano de la poderosa Havoc de ESPAñOL.
And maybe it can be another victory for Yuki to put under his belt before he leaves the squad, because they've got the damage and this should just be clean up now. Easy as that. 1, 2, 3. Alliance take match number 2.
La tercera partida se la llevó el equipo de O7 de nuevo, dominando Stone Point.
So much damage being done, so many teams being involved in this one as well, but who's going to take it here?
6 will be eliminated, Cold will be eliminated as well. It's O7 who survive all of that carnage. Amphi still has the wingman. He also has some smokes to play with, but it's a 2v2 situation now. Nasky gets the shield swap as well, and now look at the angles being taken by Amphi. The controller man, who was picked up to do exactly this, is moving in to close this game out. O7 win 2 games already today out of the 3. Stormpoint, the issues have been addressed.
La cuarta partida se la llevó el equipo de Vamos Querer después de un enfrentamiento final contra Aftermath.
They have great positioning here as well. They have a great spread. They're trying to make sure that every angle that they try and move from is going to be cut off. Aftermath trying to isolate one player. They do get the smokes down. They do have a digi, but there's damage coming in from the back from Kishira. Should be enough here to open the door for Vamos Querer to finally not just put points on the board here in the first game on World's Edge, but pick up a first win. Vamos Querer return to the 4 and finally find some form.
La quinta partida se la llevó el equipo de ANC Outplayed en un final de liga intenso.
Looks up to the skies, but there's been enough damage here now. This is just going to be simple as for Outplayed as they start to finish up the pieces. Cybercats fall, and it's going to be a top 2 for August and Hungary, but it is going to be Outplayed who clean it up and get the victory here in match number 5, as they should, with the position that they had found themselves in.
Finalmente, para la sexta partida se la llevó el equipo de Cybercats, jugando con una peculiar composición con Bright, Caustic y Candy.
It's a little bit messy in the endgame here. Cybercats do move in. 2 squads still remain, but it looks like this will be Cybercats, who after the last game put themselves in a position to win. This time they do win. They call themselves champions, and at the end of the day we have yet another winner here in EMEA.
Los resultados de la serie quedaron de la siguiente manera, con lo cual el día 4 de la región de EMEA se la lleva el equipo de ALGS, siendo Slav el MVP de la serie. Para la región de Norteamérica, los grupos que se enfrentaron fueron A contra B, compuestos de los siguientes equipos con sus respectivos jugadores. La primera partida se la llevó el equipo de Flag, ahora llamado Gaming Gladiators.
Frex has gone down. Oxygen doing damage. It's about cleaning things up here for Flat, not allowing these shield swaps. They're going to get into position to rain down fire and close this game out. And Flat will be your game one winners.
Well, Flat, soon to be the Gaming Gladiators, and I tell you what, they said see you in the Coliseum. It seems like they were more than ready for match day 4 here in North America.
La segunda partida se la llevó el equipo de Complexity, después de un final intenso contra TSM y E8.
Speaking of grab lifts, up into the air go Elevate, and they do crack and knock Hal. This could be great news for Complexity.
And once again, it's that with that wingman, right? It's wingman on wingman action. You're going to see Rebs trying to respond with the wingman himself now. Does some damage, but there's piercing spikes around him. The zone is closing behind him, and if he's not careful, he might die to zone. 3 squads still remaining, but Rebs is the last remaining member of TSM, and he barely has any health. TSM will fall as E8 now move in to try and finish off this game. Is Shubi on his own? Shubi can't do it, and Complexity will be your champions here in game number 2.
La tercera partida se la llevó el equipo de Oxygen Sports después de tomar la mejor posición.
It's 2 more and a quarter. Just spray the knock. It's a gray knock. Play my knock. It's a gray knock. Kill these guys. I'm too
Oxygen now putting damage here down, but they're down to just 2.
Down to just 2, but still fighting tooth and nail and make it into the top 3, and potentially can still influence this final circle in a big, big way. SSG also still alive. 8 gang, I believe, are just a solo. So it's a 2v2 here now. SSG versus Oxygen.
It's SSG versus Oxygen, but SSG are going to die to zone. It's as simple as that. They don't have a horizon to get back up, and the duo stand tallest. Oxygen, the change to barometer has worked, and they will win your final game here on Stormpoint.
La cuarta partida se la llevó el equipo de Oxygen Sports de nuevo, peleando un 2 contra 3 contra SSG.
Taking a lot of damage, but they should still be able to get things done, you'd imagine, especially with Conduit helping out as Oxygen continue to dominate the lobby. From south to north, they find their way into the final circle, and they just had to wait for Dark Zero to cross, add that damage, and they get the victory.
La quinta partida se la llevó el equipo de GKS llegando de third party. Finalmente, para la sexta partida se la llevó el equipo de EGAN, después de un intenso enfrentamiento final contra Oxygen Sports.
You can see the smokes go down, and now Oxygen, they start to fall themselves. Vayne is last alive. Can he do it for the squad to cap off an amazing day? The answer is no, and 8gang will close out the day with the final win here on World's Edge.
Los resultados de la serie quedaron de la siguiente manera, con lo cual el día 4 de la región de Norteamérica se la lleva el equipo de Oxygen Sports, siendo Vayne el MVP. Sin más que decir, este fue el resumen del cuarto día de la primera mitad de la Liga Profesional de las ALGS año 4 para las regiones de EMEA y NorteAmerica. Si te gustó, suscríbete para estar al tanto del competitivo de Apex Legends, y sin más, nos vemos en otro video.